Hey guys, this is my last update. This happened. Okay, so I went to bed last night. Everything was pretty cool. I laid down and they started talking to me. The fam. Christ. Started talking and they're telling me about Rasputin and that he was a cop in New York a while ago. I guess the update on that is he quit being a cop or retired or something. And his name is not Rasputin, but the person that was Rasputin. He's different now, but he's a cop in New York, alive like me and you on Earth. And he quit being a cop and he went to the clergy. And he's a Christian, but it's a sect. It's a part of Christianity, a different sect or something. And they said he wants to meet me and talk to me and all this stuff. So JC is going to put that together for us and hook us up so we can meet each other. They told me that he's my son, like the equivalent here. He'd be my son because he came from me. Just like CBC that helps me out now in spirit, he's my son. And they met him, they talked to him and everything. They don't want me to give his name out. I don't know it. Um, he don't. The one thing he said he don't like machines. He's a he don't like machines. He says we're all gonna die from machines, like robots and machines and stuff. So he's a one of them guys that don't like machines. I can't. That's what they said. In the evolution of machines, they're gonna kick our ass. He said. That's what he's working on now. That's his big thing. He don't like machines. Oh, then as that conversation's going on, everybody, there are people around me because I guess I made a big wave when them light people came down and everybody was freaking. Not everybody in St. Lucian, but in the community that know me. It's like I have followers online. In the spirit world, you can go online. Well, I got followers who follow my path and make sure, follow me. Just general public people. Well, when this happened yesterday, this big event, it went out and everybody came. Now, with that, there's them people that are watching me hanging out, and they put Christine in my neck to occupy the space that the priestess was occupying. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know what happened to this about the Steve, whoever that is. Still have no. Christ is still working on it. But then out of nowhere, this I get a tingle in my throat. I take a look at it, and his arm is coming over my head, going into my throat. So I said, "Hey," grab the arm. I brought it. It was like from here down. So all I seen was this, and it's in my throat like that, and it's going. I can feel it, and it's after my seeds, or whatever. I didn't know at the time what the hell was going on, so I grabbed it. I said, "Jeez," and I'm in Christ's manger, so everybody hooked up to Christ can see what's going on, and he's recording it. So as that happens, I grab the arm, I pull it out, and I give it to Christ. He takes it, and I'm just laying there trying to go to sleep. And he freaks out. Turns out the guy that I caught is from the agency. It's called the agency. It's a group of people, and they're called the agency. Now, even Christ doesn't know much about these guys. The regent priests seem to be in bed with them or work with them. I don't know all the players in it. Oh, it's sort of like a secret CIA group of people, if you, the equivalent of. So anyway, Grace does this whole investigation on this guy. He knows the guy. He caught the guy. Then information started flowing. They contact the agency. The agency comes over. They're talking to Christ. I can hear it. And they want, this is what they said. I don't fucking believe any of it. I don't believe anything these people say because everything's a deception. Everything. They said, we need Rich's seeds to view. And they've done this in the past. They've done it like 3 times with the regent priests. They steal my seeds when they get the chance. And it's usually with the regent priests. I'll go get healed by the regent priests, and I'll wake up in the morning, and my fucking seeds are gone. That's what they're trying to do here. Well, this lady, she comes out of the place. She's talking to Christ last night, and she goes, and she works for this agency. She says, we want the seeds. We don't want to steal the seeds. We just need the information from the seeds. And since he's got 25, he ain't gonna miss a couple for a while. We'll give them back. We don't want to keep. And I'm like, bullshit. That's bullshit. She's giving you bullshit. So it turns out that Christ has been seeing regent priests the last few weeks, hanging out in the illusion, watching me. And since I got these seeds, they're seeing them again, hanging out in the background. The regent priests. So the regent priests can heal you up, but they're watching me. So what the fuck is going on, right? Christ is trying to figure it out. I don't know if he got anything yet. That's about it. And I was talking to another Christ, and I'm going, why? Why would they even want my seeds? Oh, the lady says, Rich saw something. We need to know what he saw. But they wouldn't expand on it. So Christ is left hanging. So Christ goes home, gets his wife to come and watch me till another Christ can come. So his wife's watching me. This is where I fell asleep. And his wife's watching me. I don't know what. So, and Christ, the reason he got his wife to watch me, he was going to do the investigation work. So I told Tina to file a police report. She filed a police report. It's out on the Christ. All the Christ know about what's going on. Other people know what's going on. So the heat is now on the agency to back them off. So we got all these eyes from the police, and we higher ups in the police, and there's other things Christ knows about that he don't talk about. Other people, other things, other groups of people, they're at play. So they're all watching this agency who's always stealing my seeds. When my seeds go missing in all my past videos, it was the agency that took them, more or less. Now, we're trying to figure out who's involved because they got secret guys. So they may have, the agency may have a regent priest working for them. And we gotta figure that out. We gotta figure out who these guys are, who's the snitch. It's just like the mob, man. You gotta find out who's the informant, who's the snitch, who's doing the things. They don't want to hurt me. They say they don't want to do it. They just want my seeds to review my seeds, and they go. And then Christ is like, "Well, why don't you just ask?" They didn't have an answer for that. They'd rather steal. So these seeds, they are huge. And like I'm asking another Chris, I'm going, why in the hell do they want my seeds? Because we don't believe what she said. We saw something that we need to know about. Why don't you just ask that? What did you see? Come straight up and talk like a human. No, it's all undercover stealing, sneaky shit. And Chris ain't buying any of it. I ain't buying any of it. So now he's out working the scenes, talking to people in the agency everywhere. We went and notified the regent priests about the situation. We walked straight into the the agency's building and other places, other groups. So whatever this little agency secret group is, there's a lot of people from different places that work in it. That's what's going on. All the theories that are thrown around, we threw out every theory of why they would want my seeds. Secrets, same thing. And I'm going, well, there's people in St. Lucian that have more than seeds than I've got. And no one's fucking breaking their balls about it. Grace is on the journey trying to figure out why, what separates me from them, from another Christ or another person in St. Lucian with these seeds. But they don't get bothered, only me. The secret thing could be something, but we don't believe it yet till we get evidence for it, or they talk about it and give us some information. So it's like that. That's where I'm at now. So my seeds just got put in paste. They're not even glowing yet. They're just sitting there. They gotta like acclimate and habituate with the other seeds, and then they all work together. So that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing now, just sitting there. But I can feel it. I woke up this morning and they started glowing more. It's starting to work, right? And they're sort of like, and here's another thing I noticed. You know how you have 7 heart chakras? Well, the seeds are lining up from the low all the way up to the high. You know, the top of the pyramid. And they're lining up. And pretty soon, like, I don't know, I've never experienced it. This is the first time. But they're lining up on top of one another in all the 7 chakra points. I think it's 7, more or less it's 7. But they're lining up from low, like below your ribs, all the way up to the high. They're all lining up. And I always thought it would be like a ball of light, just bam. But it's not. They're lining up. So what I'm trying to do is trying to get them deep in the cubby hole, whatever that is, where they go deep. Right now they're like, I don't know how to explain it, somewhere in between the ethereal and soul. They're just sort of like sitting on top. I gotta get them in deeper, bring them in, you know. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. That was my night. Just a little update because it's important and I don't know what's going to come of it. And I ain't pushing nothing. I didn't assault anybody. That was brought up too. They wanted to see how I would respond. Now I thought I accused Chris. I go, "Is this a psyop on your part? Like, are you doing this to test me?" Because he does that all the time, right out of the blue. He's playing a bad guy, trying to test you, and he goes, "No, this is all real. I'm not testing you." Then they said maybe they're testing you to find out what your abilities are. Then they said maybe they don't want you to see from your history. Because my history was always busting bad people. Now, if you're a fucking bad guy and you're doing bad shit, and for some reason I come across it, but that's not good for your little agency. Yeah, the agencies sell them fucking seeds on the black market or kids or whatever the fuck they're doing. They don't want me to see because I'm a seer. I can see really good, and I can see, and I can see your intent, what you're involved in on that side from this side. I've done it. The priestess came around a little bit this morning, not a whole lot. Other than that, that's all I had last night. So, Rasputin and the agency. I hope they fucking leave me alone. They won't, though. They want to know, I guess, what I saw. Rich saw something. We don't know. We can't tell you what it was. That's what they're like, the fucking FBI or CIA or secret cops or whatever. But it ain't good. Nope. All right, guys. I just wanted to make this before I forget, because if more drama comes tomorrow, today, the rest of the day today, and tomorrow, well then I'm screwed. And I'll forget what happened today. So that's why I'm making a video. All right, let's keep it short. Later, guys.